our show, make sure you tune in every Friday on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network at 12 noon to check me out and, of course, my co-host, Reggie Lawrence.
What's up, everybody? I'm Reggie Lawrence, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents, the other half of the Sports and More show. But the only difference is I'm much smarter and better looking than my main man, Vince Wright. But like Vince said, make sure you check us out every Friday on the SME Network. Peace.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway. He's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. So, you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you. All right, welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. The countdown is on to football, Shawty. You better believe it. It's right around the corner. Thank you for Ryan. Thank you to Ryan for coming on the show. But let me just say something to y'all people, man, that think that One Live Stew is telling the truth about coming on this show. You can't do a radio show when you're on the golf course 5 days a week. It just don't work like that. All right? I'd love to have him on, but I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, I call this guy, and he's on the first tee. Okay? So, hey, it's good stuff. I'm glad he came on to give us some thoughts on somebody quitting their job to play video games for a living. That was some good stuff. I'm going to tell you, man, I go over to his house, man, in the same crew that we had 15 years ago. You know, if you follow the Two Live Stews, we used to talk about Madden all the time. We had a league. I think I mentioned this yesterday. We had a league that we had 32 different players, and we played the season, the schedule for the season in order, just like the regular teams, the real-life teams. We had playoffs and all. I mean, we've had so many people. We had Big Chuck Smith was in the league. Joe Hamilton was in the league. But I go over to Ryan's house, and in his basement, he's got a fat-ass basement, you know, big-ass screen TV, and they playing FIFA. And, like, it's the same guys that used to be in his basement at his previous house 15 years ago, where literally we started playing at 10 o'clock in the morning and weren't done until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, somebody to order a pizza, somebody go and buy some beer. You know, we make a couple of beer runs a day. And we just sit around and, you know, you got on the sticks. If you kept winning, you stayed on the sticks. If you lost, you had to wait around for 5, 6 hours to get back on the sticks. We were really, really sick. We were sick. And it looks like my brother is still sick. Yeah. I mean, we were sick, man. man, and it looks like Ryan and the crew, a lot of his teammates from Georgia Tech, I go over there, they're still doing the same stuff. I love them to death. It's fun. I wish I could do that, you know. Ryan plays with a bunch of other former NFL players. It's crazy. But this FIFA thing has totally supplanted Madden as far as the choice of video game for gamers. It is. And this cat in this professional league, man, this guy, what's his name? Wendell Lira is going to quit his damn job to play video games for a living. I wish they had a video game league, professional video game league, back when I was really playing. Because when I was playing, I was good as hell. I won the Two Live Stews championship 2 years in a row. The last 2 years I played. I mean, I was good as hell. I used to bring it on Madden. Man, I wish they had something like that when I was playing for real. But I had to let it go. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show because it was just too much. I basically gave up that addiction for golf. And I really don't play golf as much as I used to now. One, because I don't have the damn money. Yeah, and that's really the main reason. But I used to play a ton of golf. I probably used to play, I at least played golf 3 times a week, you know, probably around 2004. You know, we get off work. We had a very good schedule, obviously. We'd be done with the show, and I go and play. I was part of, what's the name of the name? Canongate. I was part of Canongate, which basically you pay one fee, and you play all of these different courses in Atlanta. And so I go, you know, play after work, you know, and what do they call it? Twilight. I play a twilight rate or whatever at the end of the day, you know, tee off at about 5 o'clock and not done till 8 or 9. I did that 3 days a week. And had to let that go. Golf game is struggling because of it, but that's okay. Things are very time-consuming, man. Very, very time-consuming. But anyway, thanks for coming on the show, One Live Stew. We'll try to get you on more, man. Get you off the golf course. All right, so before we get back into the sports stuff, I want to talk about Amar'e Stoudemire as well. We got some NFL news and notes. Top 5 wide receivers in the NFL today. We need to touch upon that. We also need to touch upon the Boiled Penis Awards a little bit more. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, the Boiled Penis Award goes out to the Buster of the Week in sports and entertainment. But the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL today. Coming in at number 5 on my list is A.J. Green. All right? Wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I'm looking at my list, man. And for people that don't know, A.J. Green grew up in the next town over from my hometown. Our arch rival in high school football, the Somerville Green Wave. Yeah. It still makes my blood boil even saying that name. So A.J. Green grew up in the next town over, Somerville High School. And I remember seeing highlights of this kid like when he was in the 10th grade. Yeah, like he was making, you can go to YouTube and pull up A.J. Green High School, and you'll see some video of this man catching like one-handed catches. The catches that Odell Beckham Jr. are known for, the one-handed catches, A.J. Green was doing that in high school. Okay, phenomenal athlete, man. Probably on my list, he might have the best hands of anybody on my top 5 list. But because of accomplishments, dazzling plays, and the fact that he plays on a team that really historically, they've been pretty decent the last couple of years, but he plays on a team that historically hadn't been that great. He kind of doesn't have as much shine, and we don't think as much of him as we do these other guys I have on my list. But on my list, he gets much love, man. The 5th best wide receiver in the NFL today, the Doug Stewart list, is A.J. Green. All right? Yeah. And maybe the Bengals take that, they take that leap this year. They take it to the next level, and they win a playoff game. They pissed away a playoff game last year with that Burfict kid, the linebacker, who pissed it away in that loss to the Steelers. So maybe this year, they get it together, man, and they take it to the next level. But A.J. Green is number 5 on my list. All right, so today is Friday. We had to get rid of the damn punk-ass kids and bring the real studio audience back in here. Y'all kind of surly today too, huh? So here's your Boiled Peanuts Awards nominees. A little bit more of an explanation with these guys, though. Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is a late entry. Richard Sherman, man, a lot of these cats have one common theme, is they are anti-Black Lives Matter, or they are borderline, I'm not going to call them coons, but they are borderline coons in the whole Black Lives Matter campaign. So in this show, your ass getting nominated for some boiled peanuts. So Richard Sherman, man, basically says that he doesn't buy into Black Lives Matter. I'm giving you the nutshell on all of these. He doesn't buy into Black Lives Matter. He buys into All Lives Matter. The problem with that, Richard Sherman, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on all of these, but the problem with All Lives Matter, Richard Sherman, is all lives aren't under fire right now in this country. It's black lives. It's in particularly it's black men. It's young black men. It's unarmed black men who are under fire right now. I posted this cartoon that basically spelled the whole thing out perfectly. The whole rhetoric about all lives matter and, as opposed to saying Black Lives Matter it's basically a smokescreen. It's like a banana in the tailpipe. It's trying to take away from the campaign once again of Black Lives Matter. And we had Richard Sherman on this show, man. Very, very disappointing. I don't know why these professional athletes and these well-known celebrities, they say these types of things, man. I know why. It's because they're trying not to, alienate anybody or whatever, man. I just say to those people, man, you got to say something. You got to say something. I almost feel like what was that? Was that a Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre album or something, man? At the beginning of the album, NWA, at the beginning of the album, the dude was saying, now, get your punk ass over to the side and let these real Africans go out here and fight for this little boy right here or whatever. Like, if you're going to say something like that, Richard Sherman, just shut up. Just don't say nothing. But your ass is nominated for a Boiled Penis Award. Bill O'Reilly's nominated for a Boiled Penis Award, basically saying that, in effect, slavery wasn't that bad. The slaves that built the White House, they got fed well. So that makes it all right, Bill O'Reilly. Y'all nominated Bill O'Reilly. Aldon Smith, defensive end in the NFL, Oakland Raider, basically videotaped himself using explicit drugs. He didn't show his face, but everybody's assuming that it's him. I don't know. There's still some question about that. He's on suspension right now for the same types of acts. How dumb can you be, sir? Randy Gregory being suspended for the first 10 games of the season after being suspended multiple times in his first 2 years in the NFL. Big Apple Bastard Big Apple Bastard is one of the Stewies. Big Apple Bastard is being nominated for insubordination. Grego, insubordination. T-Dub the Stewie, insubordination. Insubordination to the Doug Stewart Show. Always got something smart to say. And y'all also nominated Bow Wow, which is very disappointing as well. Makes his home here in Atlanta. But Bow Wow said that he's not all the way black, so he's not really for Black Lives Matter. I think he said his father is like Puerto Rican or something like that, so he can't really relate to this whole Black Lives Matter. See, the problem with that thinking, though, Bow Wow, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, there was this thing called the 1/8 rule, and the way most of America, not just, white America, but America and the world see it, if you're American and you got 1/8 black blood in you, your ass is Negro. That's it. So I hear what you're saying, that you don't really consider yourself all black. You're of mixed race. I understand that, brother. But at the end of the day, they start whooping Negroes' asses. Your ass go get whooped too. So you might as well just join the fight. You might as well just join the fight. Silly Negro. Oh, boy.